My name is Larry Burkholder. I've been with Morbark almost since its inception. Came to work for Normal in 1962. He'd started the company in 1957. And he had a great appreciation for how much resource and how much wood was out there and how much was wasted from his logging days and this. And he always thought there ought to be a use for it. But he was always looking ahead. So he had a vision for bioenergy, for electricity. This was a good renewable. The thing is to get the environmentalists and everybody on board on, instead of devastating the forest, how we could go in and enhance the forest.
There's just multiple levels of, good stewardship that echo through the proper management of forest lands. And the site that we're on today has a component on it that basically has no value at any point of its life, and two, it's overstocked and too dense. Why not turn those products into something else as well? Biomass is really not any different. You're taking a waste product and turning it into a valuable asset, which is energy in this case.
My name is Bill Gaston, and I'm in the renewable energy business today. We started many years ago with a small family-run tree business. We moved into the collection, reduction, and recycling of tree, land clearing, and yard debris. That took us into storm remediation and cleanup around the country when events happened, such as hurricanes and tornadoes. And that led us into the renewable energy field, where we are now collecting the same material, tree, land clearing, and yard debris. And what happens then is we run that through grinders, where our grinding company is Morbark, and we have a number of Morbark grinders, and sending it to power plants, most notably the Gainesville Renewable Energy Center, which is right in the middle of Gainesville, Florida.
We're a biomass energy consulting company and contracting company located in Gainesville. What we do here is we manage the wood supply for the facility. The beauty of a biomass plant, it is one of the few base load renewable energies. Solar and wind are renewable energies, but they're not base load in that you cannot rely upon them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I like wood as a source of energy. To me, it's common sense. If you've got something that'll constantly renew, if you've got something that's near, it's local, if you've got something that creates jobs and helps the environment, but also promotes sound forest management and helps forest landowners keep their land and forests, to me it just makes common sense.
Well, Bill's contract, and this is what basically pushed the power plant, which is 100 megawatt, which will use over 1 million tons of wood. Bill, just in urban wood waste, supplies 40-some% of that.
Gaston delivered the first load of wood here. Gaston continues to deliver on a regular basis. They are very instrumental in helping us make changes and improvements to the plant. I'm very satisfied with doing business with them.
I work with Larry Burkholder, and he is so engaged in our business. And so not only do they make the best iron, but they also have the best support, and they get involved in what we're doing on a daily basis.
Bill is a quick study. Once he sees it and so on, then it's just a matter of growing, and he advanced to one of the top. And then we have such a cross-reference of configurations of equipment, from track machines to tubs to grinders to stationary. We've been there and done it all.
We've gotten into the 6600 on tracks. In fact, we have a couple of those, and that just improves our mobility. In fact, it's a one-man operation. As well as we're running 3 1600s, and that is the most productive tub grinder in the world. The first reason that we chose it is because we have a long-term great relationship with Morbark. And the second is nothing can keep up with it. I mean, it is the most productive grinding and chipping equipment there is.
Most of the people in this industry are tied into one market. They start out small and they grow and they stay within that framework. Bill has vision, and he's seen where other markets were. We talked about it.
Another thing that we're doing is we're taking round wood from timber companies. We're running a 5500 flail to debark round wood, and then it goes through the Morbark 5048 whole tree chipper and into our trucks. And that material heads over to Jacksonville to the port, and it's loaded on a ship and is exported to China. The chips that are going to port have to be very strict on the particle size, and so there's really not a product that we can't make with the Morbark equipment.
We pay a whole lot of time meeting and understanding the customer and his concept.
Morbark tried to help me grow every step of the way, but I found something better, lighter and cheaper. And so I bought a competitor, and I won't tell you what it was.
I watched what he was doing.
We immediately went broke, and it shook itself apart. So Morbark came back in and said, Bill, how can we help you?
I said, I think we could do this project for you and you could advance much more rapidly.
We think that if we save money on the front end, it'll help us down the road, when the reality is if we had moved into the Morbark equipment originally, it would have saved us a lot of headaches. I can't imagine a situation where we'd use something else.